Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Out of respect to Ben E. King and BB King, I want to go back and cover their deaths. It was reported on the same day that Ben E. King died that BB King had suffered a massive heart attack and was in critical condition. He would die 2 weeks later. What's interesting about the name Ben E. King and BB King's real name is Riley B. King is that both Ben E. King and Riley B. King sum to 67. And at the time in history when Ben died and Riley nearly died, the number 67 was being coded everywhere. And it's still very important today. But these men dying at this time in history is very curious. This reporting happened on May 1st, the day before the Mayweather Pacquiao fight, which came down to everything being 67 about it. I did a video post on that. The entire fight was rigged by the number 67. On that same day, the new royal baby was born, Charlotte, and I predicted in advance that her name would be Charlotte based on the number 67 and also the number 39. I've also talked about 67 a whole lot more in recent incidents. So I suspect that the reason these men were killed at the time they were was because of their respective ages and their respective life and name numbers. Ben E. King died at the age of 76. The flip of 67, he was born in North Carolina, a state with a gematria of 67. The name Ben E. King in Simple English gematria also sums to 67. Again, the flip of 76, the age he died at. The name Riley B. King, B.B. King's birth name, sums to 67 as well. Riley B. King. And whenever you think of King and black Americans, on your mind right away is going to come up Martin Luther King Jr., the only American with a holiday named after him. The date that Benny King died was April 30th, 2015, a date with numerology of 49. Number of the end times, number of revelation. He died in Hackensack, New Jersey. Hackensack also has the gematria of 49 with the Pythagorean no exceptions. It sums to 31, like his hit song Stand By Me, like the foundational degree of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. Much was made about that song when he died. It was brought up, Stand By Me. For those of you who don't know who Benny King is, you might be more familiar with the group The Drifters. He was a part of that group. The R&B group sung songs like Up on the Roof, Save the Last Dance for Me, Under the Boardwalk, and a whole lot more. I'm actually a huge Drifters fan, Truth Seeker, and I really like BB King a lot too. I've listened to a lot of music from both of these men. And you know what else is sad, Truth Seeker? In the last year, there's been so many great black musicians who have died under suspicious circumstances. My playlist and the songs I listened to when I started this research, almost all these musicians were alive, and in the time I've been doing it, I've watched them almost all die by the numbers. It's tragic, it's sick, it's disgusting, you know? These people's crimes are accepting money from these Zionist Jews who kill by the numbers. You know that song by the Police, lead singer Sting? Both the word police and Sting sum to 33. On their album Synchronicity, which came out in 1983, a month before I was born, the last song on there is Killing by the Numbers. And that's what we see in all these reported deaths. In 86 of all years, they came out with a movie, Stand By Me, done by Robert Rayner, name with interesting gematria. Also, I want to point out that on the day that B.B. King suffered his heart attack and Ben E. King died was exactly 96 days, like Freemason, before Obama's 54th birthday, August 4th. Obama's going to be turning 54. Been talking about that from Loretta Lynch to everything else, the significance of him turning 54. B.B. King died May 14th, 2 weeks later at the age of 89. The word fallen angel equals 89. So does religion. He was born on September 16th, 1925. Truth Seeker, this is a date with 33 numerology. He died on a date with 54 numerology. Again, he had his massive heart attack 96 days before Obama turns 54. Riley is a 33 name with Pythagorean gematria. This is pretty much it, Truth Seeker. I just wanted to show you these numerological significances between B.B. King and Ben E. King. More than meets the eye, but that name King is most definitely significant. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated April 4th. Obama is the 44th president. The last president to die in office was JFK, who was elected in 61, the same year Obama was born. He died 11/22/63. Add those three numbers together, you get 96. And again, what happened to B.B. King and Benny King was 96 days before Obama will turn 54. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.